Top on the news tonight. Cross River State House of Assembly calls for harmonious working relationship with chairmen of local government councils in the state. Plus, Senator Asukwo Ekpenyong provides financial support to 1,000 students in Cross River South. Details in just a moment. Good evening and good to have you on Nta Calabar News at 7. I am Oba Hyacinth. Now the news in details. Aimed at encouraging effective governance at the local government level, the Cross River State House of Assembly is calling for harmonious working relationship with chairmen of councils while urging them to follow due process in execution of projects in their domain. This was during a meeting with the chairmen of all local government areas held at the mini auditorium of the State House of Assembly complex. Udwak Etim reports that the meeting was organized by the House Committee on Public Accounts. The reports.
The leadership of the 10th Assembly, alongside the House Committee on Public Accounts, interfaced with the local government chairman, acquaint them with knowledge, thereby ensuring effective governance. Speaker of the Cross River State House of Assembly, Elvet Ayambem, harped on mutual and harmonious working relationship while calling for effective representation.
If we have a symbiotic relationship with mutual respect for ourselves, this state can only but get better. And this assembly is still determined to a point that any chairman who will drag the image of this government backward or will not move in the speed of light as much as the governor is doing, such a chairman can never be friendly to the assembly. Because at times the willingness from the governor is there to better the life of the people. But the recalcitrance and the callousness of some chairmen causes a lot of stuff.
Chairman House Committee on Public Accounts, Ode Bryan, emphasized on accountability and also commended the state governor for good governance while urging the chairman to follow the right path for efficient local government administration.
The Public Account Committee, together with Mr. Speaker and the leadership of the House, see it necessary to invite all the chairmen across Cross River State, the 18 local government, to invite them to Cross River State House of Assembly, to enable us to have interface with them, familiarize with them, sensitize them, and give them little orientations on the operations of the local government. You see, nobody knows it all. Even we as a lawmakers, from before we started, we went for several workshops, and then we were equipped before we started, and we see it necessary to call the chairman to have that interface with them.
Others advised the chairman to follow due process in execution of projects in the local government, discussed on the public account policy and revenue targets, among other issues.
If you go to Section 5, subsection 6 of the local government law, you see there where it states that the annual budget estimate should be laid before the Cross River State House of Assembly for its information and consequent monitoring by the relevant committee, and that is Committee on Public Account and Committee on Local Government.
So your revenue chart should be placed inside your office. At every time, compare your revenue chart if you're actually meeting this target or not. You can know from the contractors. And when we come at time, we need to ask all the revenue, all the contractors, the agents involved. Please try to allow us know all the revenue points and the revenue agency, the agents, the contractors involved.
Use the right subhead in getting such things done. What I'm saying, the report was so bad that we just had to close the books for the interest of the state.
The ministry pays money into your account and tell you no, pay to council account. You can use it. It is your council money. Anytime you want, there are all principal officers to guide you on how to draw the money and use it. All we are trying to look at is what? Transparency and accountability.
Chairman of all chairmen of council in Cross River State, Yibala Inyang, commended the Cross River State House of Assembly for the interface believing that the knowledge gained will help them deliver in their respective local government areas.
So the good understanding of what is expected of the local government chairman, these are our performance at the local government. We have been 2 months plus in the council. You know that knowledge is power. We may not have known a lot. So anytime things like this happen, it's like an opportunity for us to learn more and know a lot.
In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
In a significant move to support students amidst the challenging economic reality, Senator Asukwo Ekpenyong, representing Cross River South, has provided financial aid aimed at benefiting 1,000 students enrolled in tertiary institutions, including postgraduate programs. A correspondent reports that the senator revealed the initiative reflects his ongoing commitment to improving the lives of his constituents by investing in their education and future. This educational support initiative is a third edition designed to alleviate the financial burden faced by students as they strive for academic excellence in a challenging economic environment. Senator Ekpenyong posted that 1,000 students are benefiting 100,000 naira each from the initiative.
So for every level of education, I started it here in Calabar. And so I always come back here to see how we can assist our brothers and sisters that are here in school. This is our 3rd year of doing this. We started this before we were in the Senate. By the grace of God, we've been able to continue it in the Senate. And we will continue to do this because it's not done by my senatorial office. It's done by my foundation, the Asukwo Ekpenyong Foundation.
On the credibility of the selection process, the lawmaker speaks.
Because for politics, we tell politicians to nominate people. But throughout the process, we put it online. You don't need to know me, you don't need to know anybody. As far as you see the name, you apply, you'll be contacted. I can imagine a lot of you here didn't have to call anybody for you to be here. Don't be so.
With the responsibility of putting together this event, from what we have seen here, it shows they've done a good job. From the faces that are gathered here, we imagine that the selection process was thorough and it was devoid of every sentiment.
Beneficiaries who got allowed while the program was ongoing expressed their appreciation.
For someone to actually aid you educationally, giving you some certain amount of money to support your educational drive. So for we the students, this will actually go a long way to help us. For most of us that are yet to pay our fees, it will also help us to pay fees. For those of us that have paid fees already, I strongly believe that we also have our course registration and some other stuff we can sort out with the amounts that has been given to us. Reaching out to a good number of 1,000 students with 100,000 naira is a plus. That please give me the opportunity to clap for the senator one more time. So thank you very much.
The senator, being a product of Nigerian educational system, emphasized the crucial role of education in the development of society. He expressed the belief that enhancing educational opportunities is essential for empowering constituents and ensuring qualitative learning experience. In Calabar, Oba Hyacinth, NTA News. Power must no longer reside solely in the hands of distant allies or be concentrated in narrow interests. Instead, power must be returned to the people where it truly belongs. That statement clearly defines the vision and mission of the political group, the caucus, at its inaugural dinner and flag-off ceremony held in Calabar. Paul Ebe was there and now completes the report.
Our political-driven sensitization and good governance initiative group in Cross River State is changing the narrative in political leadership as it is poised to ensuring that governance is no longer a top-down process, but one that is rooted in dialogue, transparency, and inclusivity.
If you're leading and the people are not feeling the impact, so what's the sense of leading? So if you must lead well. So the caucus has come now as a veritable antidote against pilfering in public offices. It has come as a veritable antidote against inability of some leaders in some quarters, to reach out to the downtrodden. The caucus has also come as a social vehicle to midwife between leadership and the people, and then to ensure that the dividends of democracy gets to the right people at the right time.
We are committed to empowering young people to become leaders and take an active role in politics. We believe that by working together, we can build a brighter future for Cross River.
For Team Caucus, driving governance to the people means encouraging a culture of responsibility. As we get empowered to make decisions going forward, we must be prepared to assume responsibility for its outcome.
As the theme of the inauguration and dinner implies, season of sweetness, driving governance to the people. Guest speakers commended the group for the initiative, stressing that in this season of sweetness, bringing governance closer to the people is second to none, as it coincides with the People First mantra. They encouraged the group to remain resolute and focused on its vision and mission statements on transformative leadership, mentorship, develop leaders, inspire progress, and empower communities across the 18 local government areas of the state.
Leadership is a very serious issue. We need to get involved collectively and we can determine our future. We have 60% youthful population. How many youth are in position? We have 60% population of youth. The youth will run election and it will fail. What happened? The youth themselves are problem unto themselves.
Leaders must lead with integrity and vision. Citizens must hold us accountable and demand excellence. Groups like the caucus must continue to amplify the voices of the people and champion the cause of good governance. As we live here tonight, let us carry the message of the season to every home, every village, and every heart in Cross River State.
I want to focus on a vital aspect of leadership, which is helping young people not only engage with governance, but also receive it in a way that inspires trust, partnership, and progress.
Highlights of the event include dedication of the caucus, presentation of goodwill messages from the 18 local government areas coordinators, among others.
All right, may we? The caucus!
In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
You're watching news coming from the studio of Nta Calabar. You can also watch the news on our social media handles on X, Facebook, and on YouTube. News continue after the break.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have an event at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground, you stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground. Nta Calabar, the station for the people.
Glad to know you are still there. Birthday are a special occasion that brings families and friends together to celebrate a person's lives and achievement. It is against this backdrop that the families and friends of the octogenarian Dame Nkoyo Nwang gathered to celebrate her 80th birthday with a Thanksgiving serving held at the Wesley Methodist Cathedral, Calabar. Miracle Edo report that the celebration was graced by personality. The celebration was graced by personalities, including the general manager of Nta Calabar, Adekunle Ajibola. The reports.
The Wesley Methodist Cathedral, Calabar, was filled to capacity with joy as families, friends, associates, and well-wishers converged to celebrate the 80th birthday of Mrs. Dame Nkoyo Iwang in thanksgiving to God for longevity and blessings. The officiating minister in his sermon admonishes Christians to always express gratitude to God, emphasizing the importance of thanksgiving, while offering prayers for the celebrants and members of her family.
They will never regret, Lord, their old age. They will not be regretting in the mighty name of Jesus.
There was presentation of gifts by well-wishers to the celebrants. After the Thanksgiving service, guests, including the General Manager Nta Calabar, Adekunle Ajibola, were treated to a warm reception as music and cultural dances performed by cultural troupes thrilled guests. Goodwill messages flowed in, with family members and friends describing the celebrants as a disciplinarian and a mother to many.
My mother-in-law has been different. She's the kind of person that she's taking me on as a son rather than a son-in-law. I just want to use this opportunity to say happy birthday, Grandma. I call her Grandma. Wishing you many more years in good health.
Celebrant, we call her Auntie Coco, and I've known her at least for almost 40 years. She's been wonderful to me. She doesn't treat me like a daughter-in-law, but she just treats me as one of the children in the house. Very warm, very accommodating. All we are praying for is God to prolong her life.
We wish that God will grant her many more years, and these years will be the best years of her life.
The wish I have for my mom, is for her to continue in good health. God has granted her an amazing blessing of living to see her children's children. My prayer for her is, if Jesus tarries, that she see her children's children's children.
It's the greatest mom on earth, so you can even understand my bias. Yeah, she's been amazing all through my life, raised me a disciplinarian, at the same time very loving and tender. I couldn't have asked for a better mom.
Hip, 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 hooray, 80 years Auntie Kokoma, and I want to say 20 more years to come. Auntie Kokoma will be here with you, celebrating you when you clock 100. God bless you.
The celebrant expresses deep gratitude to God for the gift of life, good health, and the love surrounding her.
I will never leave God. He's wonderful. I had a challenge from Thursday, but I was so surprised that today I went to the church. I didn't have that challenge, that health challenge at all. I'm very happy. I give God the glory. I was able to dance and feel free, and many people were happy. And they were my day, 80 years. Has been very successful.
Part of the highlights of the celebration was the cutting of birthday cake by the celebrant, surrounded by her loved ones.
Capital S, capital U, and
In Calabar, Miracle Edo, NTA News.
That's how far we can go today on our news highlight. Thank you for being there and have a lovely night ahead.